Every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm gonna rule the world or I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world.
So deaf, bad boy, collaboration.
5 minutes. That's right.
Then tell the brat to keep her mouth closed. Fuck around and get tossed up by the fucking outlaws.
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is Machiavelli Media. So last night, I see on Fat Joe's Instagram, he had himself, Snoop Dogg, and Jermaine Dupri talking about Jermaine Dupri wanted to do a versus against Puff Daddy. Then Puffy eventually got on the line. They talked a little bit of trash with each other, and people were saying, oh, it's getting spicy. Jermaine Dupri and Puff Daddy don't like each other. They talking trash to each other. And that couldn't be any further from the truth. This video I'm dropping today is about So Def, or should I say, Jermaine Dupri and the BRAT'S relationship with Puff Daddy and Bad Boy, and how that ultimately affected So Def relationship with Tupac, how he felt about the Brat in particularly. Now let's take it back to the beginning. In 1994, between 9-3 and 9-4, Tupac was actively staying or living in between Atlanta and LA. Now, at this time, Atlanta's hip-hop music scene was blossoming. But everything was running through Jermaine Dupri. You had Crisscross. You had the Brat. You had other acts that he eventually was signed and put out through his So Def imprint. But like I said, all of these acts in Atlanta had some ties to Jermaine Dupri. Whether it was T.I., Goody Mob, Dungeon Family, Jermaine Dupri is circulating around there somewhere. So here comes Tupac. Right in the beginning of this whole Atlanta explosion, Pac is actively in Atlanta. He meets Jermaine Dupri. He meets, the Atlanta hip-hop fan base, the whole movement, and they welcome him with open arms. Why wouldn't they? This Tupac got music out, got movies out. He's a star. The city of Atlanta was glad to have Pac. The Quad Studio incident happened. Tupac is in jail. It's 9-5 now, 1995. Now he's saying, Jermaine Dupri, slide on over there with P. Diddy and Bad Boy. Doing songs. The Brat got cameos from Biggie in her music video. The Brat is tight, good friends with Little Kim at this point. And they cut off all affiliation with Tupac. So Tupac in jail now, and he's pissed off because he already said anybody that stand with Bad Boy or side with Bad Boy is no longer a friend of his. When he got out of jail, he still had friends and family in Atlanta. So his Atlanta connects was still good. The people that still, kept it real with Pac, still kept it real with them. You seen footage of Goody Mob being invited to one of Tupac's Death Row recording sessions. They let them in here. Matter of fact, I heard he wanted Outkast and Goody Mob both on the One Nation album. These are facts. But at that point, he no longer had no love or respect for the Brat or for Jermaine Dupri. It was over. I want to say certain things I can't say, but I want to say this. the Brat had made some comments about her opinion on the whole East Coast and West Coast thing, and Tupac took offense to it because these were people collectively that he showed love at the time where he was bigger than them. He could have straight shitted on them. You know, like I say, Jermaine Dupri, he had a name, but he was building stars from the ground up. You know, Crisscross, The Brat, Escape. You know, these weren't household names until he started working with them. But, you know, Tupac would run into these acts and show them all love. Atlanta wasn't known for that big hip-hop movement. You know, it was West Coast, it was New York. You know, everybody else got in where they fit in at. Get in where you fit in. So Atlanta, you know, had a nice underground scene, but it was just starting to rise to mainstream success. And, you know, and Tupac was engulfed in all of that. Right there for all of that. So he felt this certain kind of way to have, you know, people he saw coming up, you know, now siding and riding with the people he no longer fuck with. And that bothered Pac. So when stuff bothered Tupac, what did Tupac do? He let it be known.
To keep her mouth closed. Fuck around and get tossed up by the fucking outlaws.
He blasted the Brat on Ride on My Enemies, and, you know, it is what it is. That's a situation that never really got handled, in my opinion. I seen the Brat, you know, a few months after Tupac's passing, you know, speak highly of Tupac or defend Tupac in different situations. I heard the Brat talk about Tupac, you know, being murdered. And, you know, I also heard the Brat talking about, you know, the kind of respect she got for Tupac and how she loved him, how she loved his music and things like that. So it's just never one of those situations where people never got a chance to make it right with Tupac before his passing, you know, to apologize or to say I didn't mean it like that. Or, you know, or to have Tupac have a chance to apologize to them, you know, for being angry or speaking out of frustration. But once again, this is more Tupac history that I don't think enough people talks about. And I think it's very interesting. Tell me what you guys think. Is Tupac right for being mad at Jermaine Dupri and the Brat and So Def for, you know, their newfound friendship with Puff Daddy and Bad Boy? Or should he have just, you know, let it be what it was? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is Machiavelli Media. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.